You ever notice how Canada and the USA have the most awkward trade relationship? It's like a bad roommate situation. Canada's the chill one, always saying sorry even when they didn't do anything wrong. And the US? The US is the roommate who eats all your snacks and leaves an IOU note on the fridge. Canada's like, hey, can we sell you some softwood lumber, eh? And the US is like, sure, but we're slapping tariffs on it. Nothing personal. Meanwhile, Canada's standing there holding a Tim Hortons coffee going, oh, okay, but do you want a donut while we figure this out? And then there's the dairy argument. The US keeps demanding access to Canada's milk market, and Canada's over here guarding the cheese curds like they're national treasures. It's like, USA, we want your dairy. Canada, you'll have to pry it out of my cold, maple syrup-covered hands. NAFTA was wild too, wasn't it? That was like a friend group with Canada, the US, and Mexico, all swearing to play fair. And then one day, the US was like, you know what, this deal sucks, I'm out. And Canada's standing there like the middle child going, what did we do wrong? Was it the free health care? Did that offend you? The cultural exchange between Canada and the US is hilarious, though. Canada sends us Justin Bieber and Ryan Reynolds, and we send them Twinkies and the Kardashians. What kind of trade is that? Canada's like, we gave you Deadpool and good manners, and this is what we get. Oh, and the US loves taking credit for stuff Canada invented. Basketball, Canadian, Hawaiian pizza, also Canadian. It's like the US is that one friend who borrows your hoodie and goes, no, I bought this. It's mine now. And what about bacon? Canadians are so proud of their pea-meal bacon, which is just ham in a fancy jacket. The US is like, that's cute, Brenda, but this is bacon, holding up crispy strips like they're the American flag. I feel like every trade meeting ends with the two countries arguing over bacon. And let's be honest, Canada is way too polite for these negotiations. The US walks in with lawyers, spreadsheets, and a bald eagle in the background. Meanwhile, Canada's like, we made some Nanaimo bars for everyone. Also, here's a list of things we're sorry about just in case. The great trade debate of 2020 was peak drama. Remember when the US slapped steel and aluminum tariffs on Canada, and Canada's retaliation? They taxed American ketchup and whiskey. That's the most Canadian revenge ever. We'll hit you where it hurts, your condiments and your cocktails. But let's give credit where it's due. Canada's always there for us. They're like, need some clean energy, here's hydropower. Oh, and here's a bottle of maple syrup for the road. Meanwhile, the US is like, want some fast food and Marvel movies, that's all we got. At the end of the day, the US and Canada are like siblings sharing a bunk bed. They fight over everything, bacon, milk, even hockey. But if anyone else messes with one of them, they team up. Like, yeah, we argue, but don't you dare mess with my brother. Only I get to do that. Don't miss out on the drama behind the Canada-USA trade deal. Discover how it impacts you and the future of two nations. Like, share, and subscribe to stay informed on this game-changing story.